All right, Labor budget changes are coming. Negative gearing changes possibly coming. What is negative gearing? We're going to talk about it today. Stay tuned.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very good, thanks. Good topic today, educating people. I love it.
Are you scared?
A little. There's a lot I can rattle off on, and then there's other things that I'm also, always learning as well, But yeah, it's coming into tax time as well. We're end of financial year stuff coming up, so this is a good one.
Yeah, it's a big one. And people are freaking out. Like landlords have been spanked and spanked and spanked over the last 20 years with lots of reforms, lots of changes out of their interest. They don't want to be landlords anymore. And now we've got another potential one coming up in the budget, which is negative gearing. And a lot of people are going, is that bad? Is that good? So we thought we'd explain it.
So are they wanting to abolish negative gearing? Is that what the plan is? Okay. Interesting. Because it's been around for such a long time, hasn't it? And that's why investors, decided to invest, a lot of them, isn't it?
It's become a happy phrase. So
Yep.
it's sort of like, I'm gonna get negative gearing off that. It's okay because it's negative geared. Negative geared is good. Negative. So, which is a negative word in a positive frame. But negative gearing.
Yeah. So if they do abolish negative gearing, what does that mean for the investor? Our landlords, what will that mean for them?
Less money.
Less profit for owning their investment. I've lost you.
More money for the government. Yeah, more money for the government coffers, more money for the community, and less money for the landlords. It's going to cost a landlord more to supply an investment property to a tenant in the marketplace.
See, that's crazy in a market where there's such a rental shortage and rents going up so much. That just seems so crazy. Why on earth? What's the reasoning? I don't understand it.
It's killing the farmers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well,
if you say a landlord supplies crops, the crops are properties. Tenants consume what the crop, eat the crops. It's that simple. So a landlord is like a farmer, but for property. So it's getting rid of them, getting rid of the farmer.
yeah, look, it's just hard to get your head around. I heard something on the news where Meriton's not building in Sydney anymore. He's decided to go to Queensland because it takes too long to get approval to build. So, which is crazy, like another topic. But apparently they said what takes here 3 years takes 6 months in Queensland. So I can't. So what is negative gearing exactly, Mark? Like, how does it get broken down? What's the owner, like, what does he garnish for negative gearing a property?
I was hoping you were going to ask that question.
Well, I wasn't going to explain it.
But this is a genuine one as well. So we sort of had this conversation off air, and I said, look, actually save it and ask this on air. But I think a lot of people are like, I think there's a lot of people out there that don't want to ask the question because they feel dumb. And it's like, well, if you've never actually really taken an interest towards it, you'll probably just never know. And that's cool. Let's explain it. So it's basically let's use the word negative first. Let's not use the word gearing. So negative means I'm spent I 1 year of ownership of that property. 1 year. It's rented for 500 a week. The income is 25,000. I have interest costs, which is the mortgage. I have strata water council. They're the major sort of costs that you're going to have when you own a property. My rent was how much?
$650, for
I
example.
said 500.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just I
Sorry.
was testing. Got to
You lost
follow
me.
us.
You lost me already. Yeah.
So the
500.
rent's 25 grand coming in.
Yes.
The property's worth, say it's worth 500 grand. Did I say? Anyway, I'm confused. Driving. The mortgage 500,000. So 5, 6. So the mortgage is 30,000. Let's just say.
Yeah.
So the interest is 30,000. Strata water council's 5,000. So now I've got 25 grand coming in, and I've got 35 grand going out. I'm negative 10 grand. I'm negative 10 grand. Now we're playing on that word negative in negative gearing. So I've qualified. I'm negative. Get this. If we move over to how much tax I've paid that year, that's defined by when you get to the end of the year, how much did I make? And the government says, oh, you made 100,000 or 150,000. Your tax is 35 cents in a dollar, 35%. I can actually, now I've got the negative. Yeah, you follow that bit.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to do the gearing bit. So I'm going to gear that 10,000 off my tax rate. My tax rate for that year was 35%. So of the 10,000 that I lost, I'm going to get back $3,500 from the government by way of a big fat check, direct deposit in my account. So I've lost 100%, 10 grand, but the government's going to give me 35%, 3,500 on the 10 grand that I've lost. I was negative, and now I'm going to gear that loss at a percentage of what my tax is for the year. So landlords that are losing money on their investment property are negatively geared.
So the topic, I guess, is with rents going up and the landlord getting a lot more rent for their properties now, how will that affect negative gearing?
Well, there's less and less negative every year that goes by because the rents are going up and the interest levels are sort of, or the debt levels staying the same, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But does that now mean that landlords are going to cash grab from rents more, or as if more and more landlords leave the market, rents will go up? If landlords are not getting that benefit of negative gearing, will they gouge tenants as a result of it and put the rent up faster? Is it going to be no one coming into the rental market, or less people coming into the rental market as landlords because they're thinking, I'm not going to be negative gearing anymore, so it's less of an incentive, which then pushes rents up. What's the net 5-10 year down the track effect from if this happens?
Yeah, well, I mean, your property's still, making money as far as value and equity, but yeah, the take home money each year is affected. I actually, without understanding it too much, I have an investment unit, and when it was negatively geared, I had a lot more money, and then once I paid off the loan, come tax time, I was paying a lot more money. So at one point I thought, why did I do that? Why didn't I just leave a small amount of the loan in the property, and just keep it
So it can
in that
negative gear
way
it. Yeah.
with the deductions? But you can't claim special levies and things like that as a deduction. Um,
That's a good
just I,
point.
I thought, oh well, we've got $100,000 worth of um, special levy. If I just kept it as an investment, could I claim all of that back? But no, you can't. So
No.
yes,
So we've got a rental crisis. Lisa's brought up a good point here. How does the
yes,
government see this will assist with the rental crisis? We do have a rental crisis. Is this going to be a facilitator to assist the rental crisis, or is this going to make it harder for tenants again? I think the answer is really clear. It's harder.
yeah. Yeah, and we're seeing it now already. Like the rents are going up already, regardless of negative gearing. It's
We're
just
in
a
a rental
supply and demand
crisis.
issue.
That's
Yeah.
for sure.
So
And let me be clear. We're killing the farmers. The harder you make it for a landlord, or the harder, the more laws or the less incentives or the penalising a landlord means the farmer will not farm the crops anymore. The crops are feeding the people. The farmer is putting rent, which is the landlord, is putting rental properties into the market, which is feeding the tenants. So I think it's really going to be adversely affecting the market. It's going to be interesting to see if it comes in at all, and if it does come in, how it comes in.
we'll have to watch this space and, witness the domino effect as we have been for the last, however many years with these legislative changes,
Yeah,
as much as, we all want to help tenants out and both our tenants and landlords, it is an effect that's going to change everything, I think. Great
big
topic
time.
today, Mark. Thank you.
That is negative gearing if you didn't understand it. So thanks for coming on, Claire. Speak
Have a
soon.
good week. We'll see you
Good luck
next
with the
week.
budget coming out in a week or two. See ya. Bye.